IGG, Dundadas, Hyenas, Scuba Dollars, word from Scuba Steve was criminated, y'all. I Luther King X. Don't forget the Kennedy doing his million miles right here on YouTube, Dundada. We conducting ourselves in the most highest, Dundada. We in the elevator. Whose elevator? God's elevator on the way up, Dundada. God chose you because he knew he could trust you. You God's best kept secret, Dundada. We gotta stay more righteous than ever, Dundada. Like God mean it, so act like it, Dundada. You heard? We stay more aware than ever. We got our guest right now, Robear right here, Dundada. My nigga Ro, what's goody?
What's that?
Introduce yourself, Dundada.
Robear. From Covington, Louisiana. From Covington, Louisiana. That's right outside of New Orleans, right across the lake, called the North Shore, Covington, Slidell area, you know.
I bet. So we get into this little Cuffy situation as before, because we already had you on the show and we was elaborating on what we thought was going on with the Cuffy and the 50 Cent and the Big Meech situation. You had a lot of good inputs in what you were saying about it. It made people have a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people was looking at different perspective online about it, and you gave us a good perspective on how to look at things about it, because you did a little bit of time, you did your time about it, so you're a little bit more wiser. Not that you know what I'm saying, but you know how to read things for what it is. So more or less, Dada, now we get into the point that niggas is like, yo, y'all saying look at Big Meech paperwork, Now niggas is like, yo, but this nigga Cuffy keeps saying look at Big Meech paperwork, but he's over here talking about that. This nigga was charged with 2 witnesses getting bodied, and it got dropped to gun charges.
Government witnesses, you know. I remember a guy from around my way, right around the same time I got busted right after, you know. It was all on the news. I'm sitting in jail and I'm seeing a guy, he got rebooked. He was in the feds, you know. He ordered a hit on a federal witness, a female. His partner came to see him while he was in jail. His partner had a wire on. He talked about the murder. He got convicted. They gave him the death penalty. He would get the death penalty for having a federal witness killing a federal witness. Yeah, that's dangerous there. Cuffy had 2 of them, huh?
So killing a government witness like killing a cop?
Killing a government witness bad. It's death penalty. Carry death penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he didn't get off. He didn't. So the lawyers or money could get you out of that. You don't think lawyers or money could get? You don't think the government don't give a fuck about society?
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but we know it's not. I don't know what happened. I don't know how he got out of it. They never spoke on it. I would like to see the paperwork. You know, I don't want to call Cuffy I don't want to call nobody no rat without seeing the paperwork, without facts. You know, but yeah, he had a mean. He had 2. That's serious, man.
Yeah, we're not calling Cuffy a rat. We're not calling Big Meech a rat. We just seeing things for what it is, Dada. We just a stop sign that's right there. Right. You see the stop sign, Dada, right? We say, yo, stop, GG. You cross the street, you might get hit. Niggas don't want to listen. They cross the street, they get hit. And niggas listen, they good, Dada.
He was in a mean situation. Fuck what happened with Suarez and that girl Tammy and Meech. He was in a mean situation. 2 government witnesses.
That's different.
A mean situation to come out from up under that.
They say how you get less time. How you get less time than Meech, Dada? Oh, 2 bodies. This nigga only had drug charges.
I mean, they dismissed the bodies, right? He some kind of way he took that off of him, right?
All right, we're about to find out right now. All right, let's get into this.
Did he get charged with the bodies?
He didn't get charged with the bodies because the 2 bodies got dropped.
Okay, they got dropped, so he was never charged with. Well, he did get charged with them, right?
He did get charged with them.
But they got dropped.
But they got dropped from I forgot what it was called. But he says it. He actually says it. We could get into that too. Too. How he got dropped. All right.
Okay. Excuse me, I gotta eat, man.
Big Meech didn't have no violence connected to his case. It was all drugs. You got 2 murders. You got firearms in the furtherance of a crime resulting in death. How you wind up getting less time in the 30 years that they gave Big Meech, man? That's questionable. You feel me? Other than the fact that people say he's been cooperating since 2005. Now, that's speculation. But I found something leading to 2005 or whatnot where wiretap communication before Tammy, mind you, before Tammy Collins and whatever situation he's trying to make a situation. Wiretap the use of confidential sources, confidential informants, and undercover agents, and everything else got Cuffy dead to right in 2005 for selling upwards in the amount of 12,000 kilos to amass about $24 million. How he didn't get locked up on that? Let's take a look at Gregory Griggs' paperwork, man. Gregory Griggs and Brian Collins. They filed to quash the.
You see, when you start speaking, when you start talking, you want to be 100% righteous. Now that Cuffy's over here saying Big Meech is a rat, niggas is digging into his past, and they want questions now. They want to question certain shit that they thinking that nigga, how the fuck you get off scot free? It's not that you got off. It's how you get off scot free, Dada. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. See what Cuffy don't realize when he did that with Meech, man. The internet is undefeated, man.
Yeah.
You don't get on here, especially, and people love mess. I call it mess, gossip. You don't get on here if you ain't all the way right. People going to, they going to look up your background. It wasn't never he was supposed to get on there if he ain't straight, and if he is foul, if Cuffy foul, it's gonna come out.
Damn, nigga, he put himself in a big predicament.
I don't. Yeah, he put himself. Yeah, he put himself in a big predicament. He put himself in a big predicament. If you that angry at Meech, man, you let your anger put you. Especially if you know you, man, you should have left that alone. If you know that you foul, but I don't know, maybe not foul, but that's what happened. He come up under them two. He come up on a serious situation. He came now. I'm gonna tell you about the situation with that girl Tammy, set up him as Warriors, right? When they went to the hearing and she gets exposed by Cuffy, she may get out the room, and they close the door, to close the courtroom off. After she was fearing for her life, told the judge all that. That's what the paperwork say. But after that, once she realized that she's been outed, she's exposed, she immediately shoots to Louisiana, my state, to wherever Meech was locked up there. I think it was the new prison. I forget the name of it, but it's supposed to have been real bad, prison at the time. So she shoots up there to try to see Meech, but she couldn't see him. From what I'm reading, she didn't get to see him, so she didn't get to talk to him that day, tell him about what's really going on. Next time she do talk to him, she tell him what's really going on. Meech told her he don't want his name in there. He don't have nothing to do with that.
That's probably why she turned her back on him. You don't think she's like, yo, you threw me this money, I'm getting back now.
I'm not through. Wait.
All right.
Do you know how that case got fucked up?
Tell me.
If you read, she purposely fucked that case up.
Purposely? She fucked the agent?
I think Meech told her, look, make this shit right. What you doing? When she told Meech, she the one fucked that case up. She the reason why that case with them, with Suarez and Cuffy, for them to beat that case. Read the paperwork. She fucked that up.
So you saying that she got back? You saying she got back, right? So when she got back, when she got exposed, she told me say, yo, you gotta make this shit right.
Yeah, you gotta make this shit right, my motherfucking brother. I'm reading through the lines, and that's what everybody missed. She the one fucked that case up. The case didn't get fucked because she fucked that case up, man. Go read the page. She the one fucked that case up for them to get off on that shit. She backdoored and fucked up a lot that she had. She ain't after she fucked that case up. And she gave Cuffy's lawyers some information. She went to his lawyer and gave him some information beneficial. She fucked that case up.
So you saying that Big Meech actually helped him? Did he set him up or did he help him?
I think he helped. I think Big Meech went up to Big Meech, got on her fucking ass.
Yeah.
And then he'll go, man, you better go do what you gotta do to fuck that up. Remember, she went to Cuffy's lawyers, read the paperwork. She went to his lawyers and gave him information.
Yeah.
She helped them beat their case.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's in the paperwork.
They thought it was a mistake. They thought they thought that she fucked him and she got and they seen the paper and they seen her fucking him by mistake, and like they took the phone, but maybe she purposely did that shit. Maybe she gave him that phone on purpose.
Yeah, Meech, listen. So she fucking the police officer. When she went to Meech, right?
Yeah.
They didn't say how Meech said he don't want a name in that, he don't want to be in that, for that. But think about the whole conversation. Meech told her, look, bitch, you better make this right. She went to cuff his lawyers. Dad, read the paperwork. So why would she go to cuff his lawyers if she want them in jail? Why did she change all of a sudden to get them out of that?
So why the fuck is if Cuffy knows Big Meech actually ruined the case? Why the fuck is Cuffy so relentless to say that Meech is a rat when he's trying to say?
For one, check this out. I've been in prison. For one, he's old in jail. Most of them old cats would lie to time. Most of them old cats be so goddamn bitter and miserable. For one. For two, Meech out. You know, I mean, now, even though he got his, I feel like he got himself knocked off. He's going to, I mean, like I told you before, I saw this a lot of times. He's going to stick on to the fact of fuck what I did after. I'm going to stick on where it started at. You introduced me to the bitch, nigga. You introduced me to a period. You see what I'm saying? No matter what he did afterwards, all the stupid ass shit he did afterwards, you introduced me to it now. And it's it because that, even though he beat that case, but that allowed them to use the wiretaps to use some of the stuff to get him with the drugs and the bodies and all that there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. He's saying it stemmed from that case, which it should have fell off.
But they think that case, the wiretaps and all that, the wiretaps and shit like that was before the Tammy situation and shit like that. That shit was plastered. The bodies and the witnesses shit was that.
No, that was a different case. We talking 2000.
Oh, that was a different case. Yeah,
that was something different that they hadn't been investigating him on for drugs. You know, the dude Sean G talk about it, even though I feel like he say not, but he's biased. He's biased. You know, these dudes. You know, if I'm gonna do this here and deal with dudes' paperwork, I'm gonna do it right, man. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. He said he's not biased, but he's biased. You know, I was looking at his. But shout out to him. Shout out, respect him doing.
You seen the video that he put out yesterday? Now that niggas is calling him biased. He's like, yo, if anybody got paperwork on Cuffy, send it in. I'm not biased.
Why you can't go get it? You can go get it yourself, unless it's. But they say Cuffy sentence and paperwork is sealed. So, I mean, why it's sealed, I don't know. But you know, that's a red flag right there. Also, the dude DC Blacks, he unbiased too. Dog face bias, you know. But shout out to all them guys. I respect what they doing, you know. They making a way, you know, and I always respect that. Because guess what? It takes time, discipline to even sit down and read through all that paperwork. But why be biased? I don't know why, you know, why be mad. I'm gonna call it straight for what it is. They said that
he was locked up with one of Cuffy's friends. That he just got out of jail. The Sean dude, he just got out of jail. He just got out of the feds, and he was in the jail penitentiary with Cuffy's friend. So Cuffy's friend was explaining everything to him. So that's when he came out. He said he's gonna be putting that out. All right, bet. We gonna listen to this. We good. All right. And remember, the internet, if you're going to sit there, you can't clean dirt with dirt. So the internet, like he said, they're undefeated. Internet's like Interpol. You know what I'm saying? They're going to find everything they need to find out. They're going to get out. The internet's only one-way shit. You could win 10 times. They ain't going to say you won. You could lose one time. Oh, you got knocked out. What about the other 10 times? I just knocked niggas out. Now y'all want to just do all these memes on me? But y'all ain't do good memes on me when I was knocking motherfuckers out, right? I bet. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying, though. You know what I'm saying? They'll find something and then they'll try to get at you.
The electronic communications or whatnot. Now, everybody pulled out of that except for Gregory Griggs, who, by the way, was unidentified throughout much of this process. Nobody knew who he was. They only knew him as Death Row. You feel me? So let's get to some of the notes right here, man. Let me get to this first. Everybody keeps saying, why is Meech named as his unidentified co-conspirator? He's not. I haven't seen anything that says that. Who's telling y'all that? His unidentified co-conspirator is a guy by the name of Luis L. Cias Jr., operating out of Mexico City, who was responsible for multiple.
So why is a lot of people saying that Big Meech is a co-conspirator? People ain't saying that. People saying that Tammy put the name in it, right?
I don't know. Let me listen a little more.
All right.
Large shipments of kilograms and marijuana to Gatlin. Now, this paperwork all but says that, you know, because Gatlin was the plug. Like I said, 12,000 kilos for 24 million or whatnot. This is the unidentified co-conspirator. All of these other people in this indictment and in this paperwork of Gregory Griggs are caught up in Gatlin's web. They were investigating Gatlin. His recklessness, his stupidity got a lot of people time in prison. You dig what I'm talking about? Cuffy first appears in Griggs' paperwork and Brian Collins' paperwork on page 5 when the DEA task force agent John Wallace filed for an affidavit in support of an application for interception of wire communications occurring over cell phones. Now, he wanted to tap the communication between Gatlin and a guy named Eric Ernest, or whatnot. That application included Gatlin and many more. At the time of the application, the agents were investigating a drug trafficking organization believed to be headed locally by Gatlin. See, there you go right there. They were investigating him and stumbled upon either inadvertently or on purpose a bunch of other dealers. Because like I say, man, how he don't get no time? How everybody else get locked up and they got him dead to rights serving, working on got cell phones and everything else, and he don't go to jail for that? He don't get locked up for that? Let me see. The application requested the interception of wiretap communications of Eric Ernest, Dion Gatlin, Sammy Jefferson, Vincent Pam, Lorenzo Gibbs, Perry Starks, Royce Davenport, Kerry Lockie, Antoine Elliott, Charles Howard, Sherelle Hamilton.
What's goody? What's goody?
And an individual known only as Death Row at the time of the hearing.
Up there,
That's Gregory Griggs. Like I said, they didn't know him by anything but
Man.
Death Row. How did they get his real name, Cuff? I mean, you know, only a few people probably would have been.
I said, what's popping with you, Uda? What's good with you, Dada?
You know how we do it, bro. You know how we do it.
Nigga, right now, I got some Lousianna, right? I got some niggas from Lousianna, Dada, right?
Yeah.
Eating my dick, pause, no Diddy, Dada. These niggas is going crazy, bro. These niggas just fucking, they just keep trolling me, nigga. They just trying to troll me, trying to get fucking like some type of initiator. They keep telling niggas, go look at the lives that I had with them. Like they keep like just going to it, you know what I'm saying? Because I did the interview with Terrence Gangsta Williams. You know what I'm saying?
When you did that?
When I did the interview with Terrence Gangsta Williams?
Yeah. Nigga,
like 5 months ago.
Oh, okay. So what's the problem? Because you did it. What's the problem? What's the issue?
No, they like, oh yeah, you're a rat lover.
Oh man.
So I'm like, nigga, I said I'm about to get Charleston White next, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Rat lover, the Dada.
What was your interview based on? What were you talking to him about? What did you?
He interviewed me.
Oh shit!
I ain't talking about nothing.
Oh, he was just
I
talking.
didn't know him at the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's the internet, man. People gonna perceive things the way they want to perceive things, bro. So you know what I mean. It just is what it is. We do things on as long as you know what you know. I guess you know what I mean. That's all that matters.
Nah, I'm gonna have to stop on their head, the Dada. They might have to get the you know what I'm saying? We might have to Ja Rule them. They might have to get the 50 Cent Ja Rule treatment done. Dada, real shit. Nah, I'm fucking with them. Them niggas ain't even on the radar, honestly. Yeah. I'm just like, I like trolling. I like mentioning. They've been mentioned. I'm just gonna say this: that these niggas be on their fucking platform mentioning me all motherfucking day. I don't even be up there, Dada. You know how we got the hyenas over here.
Yeah. The
hyenas actually, I guess they fucking with the situation, Dada. So they over there trolling. And this nigga really like, they just keep mentioning the Dada this, the Dada that, the Dada. They want attention. I can't give it to them, but they want attention. But they want me to talk about them, so I'm gonna give it to them right here, Dada. You know what I'm saying? Like they just keep mentioning my fucking name. You know what I'm saying?
Well, good, bruh. It's a part of it. It's a part of the internet. We have to learn how to work with that. And if you could get that, you know what I'm saying? As long as you know you're doing some real shit, you ain't on no fuck shit.
Yeah, you know, I said thank you. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? This is where a person like the Charleston White is able to keep winning all the time. People keep talking about him, whether they like him or whether they don't like him. You see what I'm saying? at the end of the day, get everybody to push the button. Listen, when you have a view, like let's say you on line, you on anything. Let's say it's YouTube, right? You're on light on your channel, and people come into the chat, right? A lot of time, people won't even hit like or subscribe, or they won't hit comment, right? But a person like a Charleston White, or a person that got people talking, right? He makes people hit likes that like him. Other majority of people hit dislike because they don't like him, and then people comment. So that means he's triggering everything. You know what I'm saying? So even about this and that. You know what I'm saying? He's getting people to like, he's getting people to dislike, he's getting people to share, he's getting people to subscribe, he's getting people to comment. Yeah. So the engagement.
Nah, but I feel like these motherfuckers, I feel like these niggas, they peons, but like we gotta, I'm a righteous person, so I like when niggas is all the way fucked up that they feel like they too gangsta. I like to make them righteous. Like, nigga, you on YouTube, you can't be gangsta, and you're not about to bring some gangsta fucking street rules, nigga, to YouTube, Dundada. And it's not that I'm active, it's that I'm just trying to. We on YouTube, so we gonna have to do it like this, Dundada. This is just what it is, Dundada. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be like, oh yeah, all right, well, you acknowledge this, or all right, you acknowledge that. Don't worry about what niggas acknowledge, what niggas been through, what this, what's that, what's not that, what it is that. We just saying you already on YouTube, you press live, nigga, you already cut the data. That's already it, the data. You know what I'm saying? Now you shooting in the air, the data.
Yeah, bro. People gonna say what they want to say, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. Y'all keep trolling, y'all keep having it. Them niggas gonna keep trolling. The hyenas, I don't know what they doing. Whatever the hyenas doing, the data is not us, the data. Real shit.
It is what it is. It's gonna be up for interpretation, you know what I mean? Because he did tell Terrence. Yeah. And everybody knows this conclusively, so it's not like we gotta guesstimate this thing. So people is gonna feel whatever they want to think about that.
I ratted too, and fucking Charleston White ratted too, and shit like that. But you do it every day. You do an interview with them niggas.
I don't see Charleston White like I look at a Terrence Gangsta. Terrence came from the streets, you know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I mean? Even though Charleston knew what he was doing in the streets. But remember, he was telling since back when he was young with the thing that happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he was talking with his man. Remember his mans and them, they went to go do a works, and then the niggas got bagged or something. But the man, his homeboy popped the dude or something like that. And then he was telling on them. You know what I mean? His whole man, he don't care. So it's a difference between Terrence and like Charles.
Everybody got their own period. I mean, their own everybody got their own perspective on the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
everybody can have their own opinion.
He was in the streets and people respected or feared him. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's, you know what I mean? It cut deep with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. But I could, you know what I mean? But he owned it. He owned his shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, that don't make it no better, no worse. I mean, it don't make it no better. But he did own his shit, at least. And some of these rats ain't even saying that they did it. You know what I mean? Still, you got proof and they still saying they ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah, but Terrence situation is a little different too, because he was actually doing it. He got sentenced to life. Yes, and he was already in there for 30 years. And the nigga that he was in there with 30 years happened to die. And the nigga that died, that's the person that he told on.
He put it on that. Yeah. That's what he did.
So everybody got their own opinion. It's opinionated. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel, Dada, whatever. So be it, Dada. Whatever floats your boat, Dada. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the end of the day, we solid over here. We gonna stand our business over here, Dada. We gonna speak our mind over here. That's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? We on business.
Yeah, bro. It don't matter, man. Just do your thing, do your content. You can't change what people think. Only actions change certain shit. So it is what it is, bro.
Facts.
That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? When you give it attention, you add to it. You know what I'm saying? So if people talking about me, I'd rather just leave it there. I wouldn't even say nothing because I'm just defeating the purpose because I'm already living rent free in their head. And
facts.
So I'd rather just keep the track coming towards me and keep that energy going. And I just cut the cycle of the energy of the circle of, because, you know, and everything's in a circle. So once I cut that part, it's like a relationship. We arguing, we talking about this shit. All right, cool. Once I cut my part out the argument, there's no argument, bro. It's over. I'm not arguing. It's done. You could be running around half a circle all day, but I'm the other part to that that's going to keep that going. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Think what you want to think, and it's all good. You know what I mean? So it's all good, bro. It's internet, bro. It's YouTube. And you know what I mean? You got it. We all got thick skins on it. Hopefully we do by now. If we on it, if you don't, you'll develop it. Shit. I mean, everybody ain't gonna be no person that like you, just like the streets, just like anywhere else. Your job is worse than the streets because niggas acting like they like you and they cool with you going to work on a lunch break, nigga, and he's talking to the boss about to get you clip fired. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere, I don't care if it's the streets, it's work, the job, the office, it's all the same shit, bro. People is on some vibes. So it is what it is, man. Just do your thing, bro.
Anywho, Dandara. So I went to the state. I went to the state track meet today, though.
Yeah, that's cool, bro.
That shit was straight. You know what I'm saying? Niggas won first place or whatever the case may be. I was actually running this segment about fucking Lousianna Gangsta Robear when he was actually saying what you know what I'm saying? Just to beat me shit, actually just bringing it up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just running content actually till we could, you know what I'm saying, keep it going, keep it fresh in people's memory because a lot of shit be coming back. So people could just have it, They be asking like simple questions and we already ran through all this shit that if I even speak it's gonna be a little bit aggressive. So you know what I'm saying? But they probably just don't know. So we gotta run it so they could actually understand the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still coming to the point that niggas is still pointing the fingers at Big Meech. Niggas want to point the fingers at, you know what I'm saying? Niggas still pointing the fingers at a lot of people, PG. And it's just content. And like you said, it's just content. How you feel about the Bimmy dude?
I don't really know the details, the real specific. I've heard them saying it. Then I heard at one point people stopped saying it. Now I guess it's back. People saying that he's a rat or something like that. But I got to know more about the specifics of the case. I'll probably go into a read or something if I have something for me to read. And try to figure out exactly what people are talking about.
Do you know the King of New Jersey?
Yeah,
Mr. Eastwick?
Yeah, I know you.
I was on that nigga's platform yesterday. That nigga gave me the boot.
Yeah,
Not actually gave me the boot, though. He was ending the segment and shit like that. But he did tell me stop swearing like 100 motherfucking times. And you know, a nigga like me, I be slipping and shit like that. I apologize, but you know how it is. He ain't thing, but they was, the whole chat was going crazy. Like, that they was going crazy in there.
So
speaking the truth.
I don't know about Bim though, but I don't know. I heard some stuff that the people saying, but I'd have to get to the specifics. I'm not one that just run with a story when people talk about ratting and shit like that. I like to see the black and white. If you learned it from black and white, why the fuck I can't see it from black and white?
Yeah. I ain't the nigga that even trying to bring up the story. I like the story to go and I just commentate on it. If he's the one that said it, he said that he is, and he said that he's not. I put both expectation on the line, and just gather the thoughts so niggas can get a better understanding of the as the Bimmy situation. I don't know. It's nothing I can say. That's like 40 years, like he said, for the last 40 years. That's that. He was fucking with some real deal people. That's between them. We don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Don't know. Me personally,
don't know.
I didn't get to read the big Meech stuff. I read damn near like thousands of pages of that, so I know a lot about that. I've read it. You know,
you're an expert at that, nigga.
So
what you saying? What's the 2000? What's the October, whatever today's date? The conclusion with Uda. How do you feel about Big Meech today?
I don't think that unless you're somebody that know it for real, probably Cuffy Gatlin, his kids, or people that's close to that side, or certain shit like that really know particulars, maybe from his side. Then I think that those people probably could call him a rat if they want to, because those people are from that side. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever. But I think as far as people going to YouTube and content creators is calling Meech a rat, I think they need to take their time with that. You know what I mean? In the paperwork, we understand and see what Tammy did. But it doesn't say what Meech did. It doesn't say like Meech snitched. And if this was a snitching, this was a third-party cooperation situation. So it's not as easy to detect or explain like a regular snitching. This nigga point a finger on somebody. This person's in jail and has a proxy outside working off some of the shit to do. And the things that they're going to do is going to be used to get off time off his sentence. Feel me? We understand that because that's what she wanted. She never wanted money. And that's what she asked Keith Cromer for, even though she got $55,000 already for locking up Terry White. She just wanted to know, could Keith Cromer and all this work that she can do for him, because now she's about to become a paid informant. Every other thing she did for the government was for free. She said, can I, whatever I'm doing, go towards Demetrius Flannery getting a time cut? And the agent said he'll try to work on that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't close it, but he left it open. You know what I'm saying? Cuffy says that, the agents testified that, Big Meech knew, and all of these things like that. You know what I mean? If you can prove that Big Meech actually was aware of the deal and all of these things, then you can prove that he's a snitch, even in a third party situation. You know what I'm saying? Because once you're aware of this, then you know that shorty's setting up this nigga. That's my man. And what the hell's going on? So it's just weird already. Regardless of how deep it'll go, it's something foul is happening, bro. And you know what's happening, and you foul for not telling me what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Yeah.
regardless, it'll be that. Regardless if of course, it would be more than that, but just that level alone is something. You see what I'm saying? So you can't really prove that. But Tammy is saying that she's gonna, I guess, unleash something. She's gonna explain something. At the end of the day, Tammy is the person that's closest enough to it that could explain any other parts of it. She was in charge of Meech's life and all of that. For me, I just would wait for her to say something more, not to say we're gonna believe anything she want to say, because obviously she want to bury Meech at the same time too. Because I think she loves him, and I think she probably wanted him, and I think she did a lot of these things because she loves him. I think he's one of those kinds of figures, one of those kinds of people and shit like that. And she got down to be with him through pen pals. She was dealing with Blue Da Vinci. And she went through the mail in the jail, and that's how she got close to him, and then led all the way up to getting his rights. You know what I mean? So when he came home, I mean, it was saying rumors that she wanted him to be with him still, and he was like, nah, like he didn't really want to be with her. But that could be a rumor. Because if I was Meech, I'd have just went to be with her at least for a second to go get my damn rights back, probably. And then I'd have skedaddled again. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. So I don't know how much we could believe it, but I could believe that she had love for him and she probably didn't want him. And then that's how come she was exposing him with 50. So
niggas just gotta get. I feel like the people who actually just be sitting there, and chanting, you know what I'm saying, or sitting there, and they trying to make something happen or parade around, you know what I'm saying? We gotta understand that they gotta read the paperwork, bro. You know what I'm saying? Read the paperwork, bro, before you even start chatting around, before you start making out a gauge, before you start fucking going all extra crazy, You know what I'm saying? Cause it be crazy, The people that be saying this shit, they can't even read paperwork. They're not even like you be hearing people speaking. You be like, yo, why you feel this way, and then they just blatantly can't give you some answer. They can't give you a real answer that they say, yo, we read paper. Oh no, this person said this or this person said that. Damn, read damn paper. Do you even know how to read Like, get right, and that's why Meech, all 42 Doug said, yo, you know what? Go get the fucking paperwork and read that shit your fucking self, Like, we ain't reading paperwork for you, Dundada. Who the fuck you think this is, Dundada? You think niggas is just going around going to start reading their paperwork to you, Dundada? Who you think you are, Dundada? Go get it yourself, Dundada. You come to any conclusion you make, Dundada.
Cuffy can feel he was set up. That's Cuffy. He can feel that he was set up. He can feel like, yo, this nigga probably rolled on me mansion. It's open for interpretation for him to probably feel that way. The way the paperwork is, the way Big Meech is listed in his own paperwork. Big Meech's name is coming up first before his own name in his own paperwork. He's the one that had the deal with Suarez, and they put together a deal from jail for him to get the 1,000 keys or whatever the case. So it's just weird for a person like you. If you in the case, you're like, nah, this nigga got something to do with something. What the fuck? And then his shorty's the one who locked me. So you're going to think that, bro. 9 times out of 10, you're going to think that, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I say is for him to feel that, or people from his side, you can't knock people from that side. But for us, we just need more proof, physical proof, to say it. You know what I'm saying?
That's offending. That's offending.
So
that's offending. I feel like more or less the Cuffy got it out for Meech. They had a long-term relationship. It's not where it's at, It wasn't where it's at, before Meech got knocked off, Meech went his own way, Cuffy didn't like that, Cuffy was still trying to maneuver him, and still try to go find the plug, some way, somehow, You know what I'm saying? Got himself, caught up in a situation, You know what I'm saying? And we don't know what happened. You can't sit there and say, I can't sit there. You can't meet a girl, that fuck this person, that person, and you can't meet a girl from meet her off me, and be like, oh yeah, this bitch is straight 100% loyal. Nah, nigga, this girl, does this, when this, been locking niggas up since she started, we don't know none of this shit about her, so she probably was on your heels, who knows what the fuck kind of conversations was having. But niggas don't ever want to take accountability, for thinking what they did probably, or doing this, or just say some real nigga shit. Like, I kind of fucked up, like, I put my trust in this girl because I thought she was actually the plug, or whatever the case may be, and she was actually tripping or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be like, but you know, it all work itself out in the end, man. That's what I'm saying. All we gotta do is be patient, bro. You know what I mean? If we be patient, everything will come to light, and that's it, bro. You know what I mean? We ain't got to be one running with this story, and we got to think for ourselves, man. As the further that we go into a digital age, we come more into an age where people don't think for themselves. People wasn't already thinking for themselves. Now we have AI and all type of shit that can think for you and help you. So people damn sure ain't thinking for themselves no more. We in that world. People, you see a caption, it's dope. You take the caption, you upload it on your channel with your picture and put your caption, that same caption, like it's your caption. Someone else's thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ain't giving out the acknowledgement that you're supposed to be giving.
Right.
That's why you always gotta think from all different angles. You just can't put life ain't just one way, bro. And we just can't put no narrative out, and that's why we don't. We agree to disagree. You gotta agree to disagree. So more or less, niggas gotta think a little bit. And be a little bit more observant. We need people to be a little bit more stronger minded. Like Udo is saying where he's saying a little bit that I feel it's more like a lot this internet or the AI or this they got you thinking that is making you a little bit weak. Because you automatically think that you can get the story from here, you get the story from there, you can place it and make you a little bit weak minded because you're not really you think you automatically even know it It's like me, I'll be bro, well, when it comes out to words and shit like that, all that shit, I'm very articulate, but I won't even lie, ever since the phone came out, nigga, I don't even be thinking about spelling a word, nigga. I just, spell this, spell that. I be saying the stupidest shit, spell beautiful, like real shit, like what the fuck, niggas like, what the hell, all right, the phone, we got the phone right there, you know, point of thinking.
Every level, that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with, you know what I'm saying? Just do y'all own research, you know what I'm saying? At every level, it's not just about cases. Do your research with that too, but in everything, you know what I'm saying? That's how people find themselves in cults and all types of dumb shit. Nature Boy, these niggas in Costa Rica, some dumb shit with Nature Boy. Now this nigga got life, right? Because you believing in what somebody else knowledge. This nigga, what he thinking about the sun and the equilibriums and all this other shit, instead of us doing our own knowledge. Yeah, sometimes people light up and they inspire us. Okay, cool. We take that inspiration and then we do our own knowledge and do our own research. That's how we don't get caught up in a cult. That's how you don't get caught up in a person using God or some Jesus to come get you up. So you don't get caught up in the, you know what I mean? People just calling a person a rat and not doing their history, not doing their due diligence, because you're always just going to do your due diligence on something. So regardless of what people's saying, especially on this internet where, you know what I mean, everything's an illusion. You can't even believe half of what you see or half of what you hear here. So, you know what I mean? So we most definitely just got to make sure that we just at least check in for, because even if you don't want to read things, it got people that's out here doing due diligence on any kind of topic that you want to look. So even if we watch the mix up in the fun and the entertainment is which we like that, and then you go find a creator that's probably talking some facts on the thing or just giving you the specifics, and you could get updated with the specifics. So you understand what's going on when you're in these chats and when you're in a conversation, whether you on a panel or in a chat, you understand where you at. And it's not just somebody else's talking point that they took from another person's talking point that they took from another person's talking point, and the shit just goes down the line. Let us create our own talking points. You know what I'm saying? So we all
you gotta stay firm on what you're doing. Don't let nobody trick you out your position. To be something else. Because you're doing this or you're doing that. Don't let nobody trick you out your position. Stay firm on what you're doing. Because ain't no narrative could be painted. So you actually gonna have to stay down. On what it is. If Big Meech, he comes out. He's standing on business, nigga. He don't gotta worry about the situation. He could have been doing whatever the fuck he gotta be doing. Big Meech ain't an internet person. So what will make him like niggas won't even give a fuck about the situation, GG. That's just what it is. So we gotta stay on business, my nigga. Ooh.
Capable of telling them his real name. You know, none of the confidential informants knew either. So how did they get his real name, Cuff?
So
that's a question.
So this right here, this is an old case. This is an old case that people want to understand about. Like, how did they get certain people's name? What's going on with Cuff? Cuff got out of this situation. They want to know how Cuff just got out of this situation. And a lot of people's going to bring up a lot of situations that they want to know how Cuff got out of. And now he's going to have his little explanation shit going on, because this is what the internet does. You know what I'm saying?
We should ask him. Somebody should ask him these questions. I know these niggas watching my interviews, watching my goddamn shows that do the interviews on. One of you niggas should ask him, because y'all got a line on him. You know what I'm saying? One of you niggas should ask him about Louis L. Silas Jr. working out of Mexico City. That was his real unidentified co-conspirator. You feel me? According to the paperwork, this paperwork I got from the feds, Meech wasn't even his plug. It was this guy. They do mention
They need to ask him about that nigga, and they need to ask him how the murders got dropped. They want to know how did the murders get dropped, and that shit gets hectic. When it's a CI, when they was actually, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. We're not saying that, you know what I'm saying? But they just got questions, bro. And then if he beat it, clap for him, and his life is his life, So, you know what I'm saying? We don't want nobody to be, you know what I'm saying, being locked up or nothing like that. But we stay more aware than ever. He's over here. He was screaming out. He was shouting out. Now people, all the attention got to him. Now people's like, yo, but your shit's looking kind of weird too, And since you couldn't be so specific on the Big Meech situation, and hopefully Tammy Collins, she could come out here and she could give us some more wiretaps, you know what I'm saying? She could give us the wiretaps, or she could give us more shit, more legitimate shit that she's saying, because people just saying that they don't see it, bro. They don't see it in the paperwork, bro, and they want to see it in the paperwork. So now they looking at his paperwork since he been saying all this shit. They want to know how the fuck is he playing? He talk about murders and this, and he beat this and he did that, but he's still knocked off. I don't think he will be speaking on that if he know that he's automatically officially good. We good?
Right, go ahead.
All right, bro.
PMF, and they do mention the fact that he was loosely an associate, if not a member of theirs. But otherwise, Meech don't appear, BMF don't appear. They are targeting Gantling and his drug trafficking organization. Let me see. Let me get back to my notes because I got the paperwork right there. Like I just said, Gantling was an alleged associate, if not a member of the Black Mafia family drug trafficking organization. One cooperating source advised that between 2003 and February of 2005, that source alone purchased approximately 1,200 kilos of cocaine from Deon Gantling at an estimated cost of $24 million. So them St. Louis niggas was telling. You feel me? They got a multiple cooperating sources. They got multiple confidential sources in this or whatnot. And it said a lot of whom were ex-drug traffickers. You feel me? So a lot of his people in his organization told. It wouldn't surprise.
And they were saying that his organization was most likely, they tried to say his organization was the only ones that was solid. That's what made more niggas look into this. Like, yo, what the fuck? All right, bet. They are probably the only one solid. Let's look into that. Ain't like you're gonna go somewhere and find certain shit that just ain't there. You just can't say that. Example, that old five, that the five people, or the old black five people, that the people that happen to do that, oh yeah, they ratting, but they not ratting. See, it don't come out like that. Shit just don't come out like that. So people just looking into certain shit, and now they want to understand certain shit because people is probably talking where they can't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? They probably screaming.
Right.
They probably screaming where they can't hurt. So they don't got no voice. They ain't got no connection. They can't get out there and talk to podcasters or interviewers and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? If y'all watching this, y'all give them, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let them know that they good over here. They can put their voice out. Everybody's questions, wonders, cries can get heard because everybody got their story. But you can't, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to, this is what it is. When you simply telling the truth, and if you feel like you're doing righteous or someone did malice to you, just make sure that your story is all the way accurate and you ain't do malice back and you ain't condone no dirt and you ain't do stupid shit, because more or less, that shit's not, you gonna throw one lie into the truth, your whole truth become a lie. And you could have been telling the truth, but now that this little lies in your shit, niggas is gonna pick at it, they gonna nitpick it. You know what I'm saying? You was simply telling the truth the whole time, you would have been good.
Because now this was in 2005. He came up under this, right? To turn around and get busted by Tammy. Now, he had just come from off doing the bid, right? He did a 10-year bid earlier.
And that's before this case.
Yeah. Well, he beat this case, right?
Yeah.
Right. He did a 10-year bid for a case, something that he got knocked for. This is around the time when he connected with Tammy in 2005. I don't know after before he beat this up.
Oh, all right.
Looking at it, he had his own connect in Mexico. He had his own plug, I guess, with cartel. Yeah, the guy, all his stuff was coming from Mexico. I guess when they got on him, I guess when he beat the case, the connect was gone now. So I guess he still wanted to get down, hustle. or whatever, or either Meech knew or I don't know, somebody, for Meech to be able to not think about it. After he beat this case, the Connect was gone. So, but for Meech to hook him up with Suarez or tell Tammy to hook him up with Suarez, Meech must have knew that even after this here, even after beating this here and getting out of that, Cuffy still ain't stopped. Nigga crazy, man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even after getting out of
So
that
he
one.
got, so Cuffy wasn't good. The Connect knew that. The Connect that was fucking with Cuffy on this case or whatever the case.
They all got knocked. They were gone. Now think about it. He originally started fucking with Tammy in like 2005 or something, maybe give or take a year or two after or something like that. After, what I'm saying this here, this nigga crazy, man.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
Let me say something. Free Cuffy. You know what I'm saying? This nigga crazy. This nigga he did a 10-year bid. You know, he get out, get into this here, beat this here, and this nigga still knowing. I think he beat the feds. That's a federal case, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's keep. Yeah, let's keep.
Yeah, I think it's federal. What I'm saying.
Yeah. All right.
As me if he told on some of them for telling on him, just tit for tat shit. You know what I'm saying? The investigation showed Eric Ernest to be the closest associate of Sam Jefferson and Deion Gantling. Jefferson was supplied cocaine by Gantling, and Ernest was supplied cocaine by Jefferson, and perhaps Gantling. Like I said, Gantling was the man. They targeted Gantling. So the unidentified co-conspirator's got to be this Louis L. Silas Jr. dude. You know what I'm saying? That's the dude Gantling was getting the work from. It came down the pipe from him, and he served everybody else, which is according to the paperwork. The affidavit summarized information from 3 confidential sources, some of whom were admitted narcotics traffickers. The information from the source was also confirmed through the use of consensually recorded telephone calls concerning a proposed drugs transaction between the source and Deion Gantling in connection with the independent investigation. Now, when I read the last part, in connection with the independent investigation, I thought about Tammy. But I don't think she was recording anything. I think the detective Cromer was in the car with her one time, and he overheard this and told her, yeah, get him a plug, and this we got a plug for him, blase, woo. But as far as recordings, this shit says the information from one source was also confirmed through the use of.
So Tammy was just chilling with an agent, and he just automatically overheard the shit.
Hold up, no. That was when he called No. Yeah, but that was this here. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to.
Because maybe after he got out, that's what he's saying, that he started fucking after that situation happened to drop with the feds and he beat that or whatever the case may be. Maybe
this is right. He got out. He went right back to it, man.
Yeah.
You know, so what I'm saying, for Meech to even introduce him as a Suarez, Meech already knew that he was back at it. All of them crazy. Like I told you last time.
He probably felt like, yo, you know what? Since I beat him, I know they're not saying Meech is locked up, I'm out, so I know I'm good. Or maybe he just like, yo, the way that he put him locked off, you know what I'm saying? He probably, you know what I'm saying, told a little son, or whatever the case may be, we don't know. And he got out, he's like, yo, I know I'm good.
BMF got knocked. I remember Hurricane Katrina, right? You know, it tore my area up. So I go to Atlanta, me and my partners. And so we in Atlanta, we see the big billboard, the big Meech on it. So my BMF, right? And I looked at it, I said, man, that nigga going to jail. You know, you had been following BMF. BMF was hot then. You know, they making videos and stuff with. Wasn't nothing legal going on. It was bullshit rap shit, Blue Da Vinci, but wasn't nothing legal. You know, so that was in 2005, and Meech fell in 2006 or 2005. You know, that was Hurricane Katrina 2005. Meech fell in 2006, if I'm something like that. He fell right after that.
In 2005, he got knocked off. Did he? 2005? He got locked up in 2005?
Yeah. I thought he got knocked off 2005. I'm saying he fell like right after that. So Cuffy, this case with Cuffy is from 2005 also, right?
This right here? Yeah, the case that Yup.
So what I'm saying is, so at 2005 you gets hit with this here, whatever, beat this here, and immediately go right back at it. That's crazy, man.
And he put himself talking crazy to Tammy. What he was talking crazy about that they heard. What was it? I thought he don't talk to her about nothing. That's what he keeps saying. I don't talk to her about nothing. But the dude overheard him talking about some shit. And what is it that he was overheard that he was talking about? And then it's Cuffy. So he's like, yo, this nigga just beat the feds. What the fuck? We want this nigga. It don't got nothing to do with me. Sometimes we want this. Who the fuck this nigga think he is?
Well, I'm gonna say this here. Being that BMF was so big, you know, BMF was operating in multiple states. I think they wanted him as a connection. I don't think they understood the extent. They put him with BMF because they was, you know, homeboys really. But he wasn't even BMF. He was just cool Meech. He had his own thing going. But they just put it all up on the BMF banner, you know. But that's wild, man.
All right, let's. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. You make it sense. You're connecting it. You're connecting it for me, Dada. Everything's you connect like it makes even a better picture, Dada. Yo, Cuffy is lying like a motherfucker though. He's telling the truth probably, because I don't want to call a man a liar. But I'm gonna say that nigga is bending a lot of things that he's not actually being completely honest with us, because he probably don't want to get his case fucked up. So why you even talking about it? If you don't want your case to be fucked up, why would you even bring it up?
Well, guess what? Well, what I'm saying is here, you know, the content. There's about to be some serious content, and you know, like I say, dog faced and do Sean G, DC Black. You know, if it come out that Cuffy has been how can I say it, compromised, you know, it's gonna be a lot of content, you know, everybody. And they gonna make some money off of it too. Because, you know, I want him to explain that story there. You understand me? I mean,
he when Sean G, that dude, he asked at the end of the video that knowing, but Cuffy hung up. Because all Cuffy's interviews are like, yo, the federal prison, like you got like a minute left. You hear that in all his videos. This video, as soon as homie asked it, he never called back to explain. How did the charges the job?
He gonna make some money on that. Sean G gonna make some money on that. This whole thing.
All right, Matt.
Consensually recorded telephone calls concerning a proposed drug transaction between the source and Gangsta. Why would he be letting people record him talk about drugs and stash houses and illegal, illicit activities, period? As I said from the jump, his stupidity, his unintelligence, his recklessness out here in the world caused him and a lot of other people to be doing time by accident or on purpose. One or the other, you pick and choose. I'll put the paperwork at the end of this video or whatnot. Let me see what else I got. But this is pertaining to squashing the wiretaps or whatnot. A consolidated evidentiary hearing with regards to various defendants' motions to suppress electronic surveillance evidence was held August 21st, 2007. At the hearing, other defendants at the hearing, all defendants who originally filed motions to suppress electronics evidence also either waived or withdrew their motion to suppress prior to the hearing. The motion of defendant Griggs, therefore, is the sole motion to suppress electronic surveillance still asserted in the case. So he stood tall on his. He wanted it out of there because without the electronic surveillance they got from surveilling Gantlin and all of his dumbass activities, they wouldn't even have dude. Furthermore, they didn't know his name or where the residence, the stash house was. That's what I need. I need to know how they figured out where the stash house was and how they figured out what Death Row's real name was. In connection with their investigation, DEA agent John Wallace filed for an affidavit in support of an application for the interception of wire communications occurring over a cellular telephone subscribed to by Erlene Ernest and believed to be utilized by Eric Ernest. Now I'm going to go to page 5. So he must have had his phone and his girl name, or him and his girl got T-Mobiles or whatever the fuck ever. The one thing that they did say about the Gantling cat was that he was very, him and his brother, I guess Duran, were very, very tech smart. Let me see. The investigation also revealed that Gantling and his brother, Duran Gantling, possess a high level of sophistication with respect to the law enforcement's techniques involving electronic surveillance. Consistent with their efforts to avoid detection, Gantling, Ernest Jefferson, and other subjects took care to limit access to cell phones, numbers, and their communication devices to other members of their organization. As evidenced by the fact that confidential source had limited knowledge of the cell phone numbers being utilized by the subjects. So they said he switched phones every month, and he only used the church setting. He would use Nextel Boost, and he only used the church setting on the phone and whatnot. But even with that, evidently that's not good enough if they were able to intercept
I was back in the
contact between Gantling and Eric Ernest. So I don't know. Gantling's name appears in Ernest's paperwork 12 times, though. Over, I think it's 30 pages. He appears 12 times in the paperwork. Now, Gantling was talking about how Big Meech in my paperwork. He a rat. Big Meech in my paperwork. Well, you all over this cat's paperwork, homeboy. And for all intents and purposes, you the reason he in prison, man. You the reason they got hip to him. You the reason they got hold of him. You probably the reason they know his name ain't Death Row and it's Gregory Griggs. But that's up for debate. And that's what we're doing right here. So all I got to say is this. Peace to the 5% nation of gods and earths. Until we meet again.
Yeah, slander and Meech, and we ain't saying what you saying ain't right, or we ain't saying that it's wrong, but we just want to understand, are you that type of person that just slander people's name, do what you want, just, and then you just don't stand on business, you know what I'm saying? So you just out there just living life just dissing people, just coming at people, you know what I'm saying? Saying people's rats, saying this, saying that, just to get yourself your good, so it could be looking good for you, but life ain't one way, bro. Life just ain't gonna look all extra perfect or extra pearly for you, you're not keeping 1,000, so you coming over here, you hiding that you knew Tammy, that you got caught up with Tammy yourself because you caught Tammy on a personal call, and it was you that actually called Tammy on a personal. It was you that actually called Tammy on a personal phone call. So you got yourself in a situation, and now you want to keep blaming people and blaming Meech and blaming others, but you got to worry about your own thing. So we just want to know: are you just that type of person that? Because there is some niggas that just don't give a fuck, Slap a nigga over here, do this, do that, say that this nigga ratted on them, say that this nigga ratted. I know a nigga right now ratted on like 10 niggas riding around with little niggas on the other side of town, nigga, not where he's from, saying that other niggas ratted on him, but he's the one that actually ratted on, and that shit gets crazy. So we know there's some dumb type of niggas, because I seen them type of niggas come across just recently, like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga, what the little niggas, and they actually think that he's a gangster, two niggas come over there and have to slap people up, but that's not how life works, it's not like we gonna do it. I'm not talking about me, I'm just talking about righteously, you know what I'm saying? You're living that life, evil always, interact with evil. So more or less, the things that you're looking for, the things that you're doing, you're absolutely finding them. If you're looking for them, that's just what it is. But Cuffy's out here, he's just automatically blaming me for all his mishaps. I feel like maybe not. What you saying? What you think, bro?
Say my internet went out. Just not. I need
you good. You good, Donna. You good. We keep it 1,000. You good. I got you covered.
I want to see what dude about the So they had that hearing that's on that paper in 2007. So they was already busted, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, so he did. Big Meech was in jail, so he failed too. He just got out. Cuffy just got out.
Yeah.
On that one now, you know. Go ahead.
And Cuffy was still going crazy though. He was still going crazy. What's poppin', Miraculous?
What up?
What you doing, Dada?
Everything is good, man. Peace and love.
Facts. That's
hey, I'm gonna say this.
Miraculous. Go ahead. You got your input?
Yeah, Puff definitely was that nigga now. I can't lie. But from beating the fast twice, you already know, don't say nothing on the phone, don't talk on the phone. Like, if I already been in that situation, not once, but twice, and did a 10-year bid, yo, I don't care who you is. I ain't saying nothing on the phone, period.
Why do you think he's moving so loosely? What makes you think that he could move so loosely like that? Like he feels like, and why do you that people thinking that he actually been telling? And if he was telling, you don't think that that he already would know extra things about the feds and Tammy and all this other shit?
I don't think that's why he was moving like that, and I'm still not seeing no evidence of him telling yet.
Yeah.
But
I don't think he was moving like that, right? I think he just was busting the move and got fucked up busting this move right quick, you know?
We about to see how real shit get, how real Cuffy get. Cuffy's about to actually say that he put Big Meech on and Big Meech is a fluke and all this shit. So if we gotta understand if this true or this is a man like Rose said, people be bitter, or this is a bitter man talking crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because he been out here antagonizing Meech, talking crazy, and making his legacy seems a little bit, you know what I'm saying, different.
Where he met Big Meech at, because he wasn't so Big Meech when he first came on the scene. Pay attention.
I met Big Meech in the early 90s. He come to town with a friend of mine, an older gentleman, KT. We're about the same age, so we just hit it off, man. We hit it off. We started getting money together. We moved our families down to Atlanta in the early 90s. So this is nothing new. A nigga ain't have nothing. You know what I mean? So, really the niggas in the D was Lil Boy and the nigga.
Right.
You hear that? Right, hold on. We gotta. You hear what he's saying? He said the nigga didn't have nothing. This is the nigga with the connect.
I'm saying that's see when dudes say stuff like that, understand the anger and all that, but think about it. Even when they was right, the envy may have been there at that exact point within Cuffy's heart. At that exact point on the picture we sent, we in the car with Meech. See, Nick, you gotta watch niggas like that around you. Just like
Look at his face. Look at his face. He does got the face like, yo, this nigga's a little nigga.
They be envy, saying shit back in their head.
Shit,
I'm the one put him. Yeah, you gotta watch that shit, man.
He bad. He got how the fuck he don't got nothing? He got the plug. And he what the fuck? That don't even make sense, Dada. Even if you do got the money, nigga, this nigga got the plug, so you're about to give your money to him. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. All right.
So when I got the nigga to the loop, I'm telling nigga, come on down here, nigga. I'm gonna put you on 10, and that's exactly what I did.
So before he met the St. Louis kingpin, Dion Cuffy Gatlin, he was nobody. He didn't have nothing. You heard?
Nah,
Gatlin
I ain't gonna say that.
Yo, you believe that?
Listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Big Meech don't got like 10 kids, like you know how drug dealers niggas be having all 10, 12 kids and 8 baby mamas. Big Meech ain't like that now. So say he was playing with low 300,000, 400,000. That's still a lot of money, especially the 90s. Man, it was a lot of millionaires in the 90s now. Don't forget, if you were hustling in the 90s, that money was way better than it is today. I
Fact,
know people around here 16, 17, 18 with $1 million, couple $100,000 cash. You could make thousands a day. And I mean, the block used to pump all day, every day. And let's say a place like Detroit, man, he probably was playing with a couple 100,000, but he probably just ain't hit $1 million yet. But shit, even a couple 100,000, you hurt rich, you still good, you straight.
that's a fact.
Real talk. Like today, people be like 10 bands ain't no money, 20 bands ain't no money, 100K ain't
So do you think?
no. Give me 10 bands, give me that 20. Give me the 50. I'll take it.
So you thinking Cuffy? So you thinking that Cuffy? You thinking Cuffy just calling him that he had money? Meech had money, but he's saying he ain't have money compared to him. But who is Cuffy? Cuffy had
Yeah,
more money than Meech when
yeah.
he came around, or did Cuffy put him on 10? I mean, did Meech put him on 10 too by giving him a plug?
I think Cuffy had the plug. That's just what I thought. I don't know. I think Cuffy had the plug.
No, you said
I ain't gonna
Cuffy
take
already
too
had
much
the
from
plug,
him.
right?
I ain't gonna take too much from him now, cause I don't want to see none of them brothers fucked
I'm gonna
up
show you
or in
something.
jail and shit.
Keep this in mind. Remember, when Big Meech and Southwest T were going to trial, going through proceedings. Remember, a couple Mexicans came back and told on Big Meech. They testified that he bought over 3,000 some keys from them. So I think they had different connects.
No, I don't think they had the same connect. I just think
Right.
initially, like
They had
initially, he might have turned him up, and then he blew past him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, all right. So
Yeah.
it's some truth. It's some truth in what Cuffy's saying. There's some truth
Oh
into it.
yeah. I think he gave him the ball, and he just took off. Like they
Right.
just took off.
I bet. All right.
Put him on. It was said that he gave him his first $1 million. Let's call it what it is. He made sure Meech got his first $1 million. This is nasty work, y'all. And it just shows you how the game goes. You feel me? There is no rules on the streets.
Ain't no rules. There's rules in the streets, but people don't follow them. So yeah, first rule of the
For
street.
the
Ain't no rules.
taking, believe me, you will be taken. Because he tells a compelling story. Meech wasn't like that. Yeah, he was broke. He wasn't like that. They was doing him dirty in Detroit. He ain't done yet, y'all. Pay attention.
No, Rick, the truth is, no, he was never that type of nigga in the D. His money didn't come out of the D. His bread came out of the loot, homie. And the real reason why the nigga ran down south is so that when he did get on, he didn't have to show that real love to them niggas, them PA niggas who held him down forever.
Right.
Ain't that something? I gotta be real. It's showing me the character of Big Meech. You heard?
Can we simply just believe? Can we simply just believe that though? We can believe that.
Think about this though.
Go
These
ahead.
niggas went state to state, putting niggas on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Right.
them niggas was buying lottery tickets from people that won the lottery, getting NBA players and football players to get houses and shit in their name. Them boys were paying for people shit. Them niggas was helping a lot of niggas eat, dog. So just to make it seem like this nigga just a stingy nigga, like, no, hell no. This nigga was letting other niggas drive his Ferraris. Nigga had niggas in the mansions. Come on, dog. The nigga character was totally transparent.
Facts.
He was grimy. He was just like anybody trying to get to the top. Hey, look,
So they mad at him. They mad at him because he's playing their game. They trying to say they've been playing this game. He's been having to connect. And when he meets Meech don't got too many buyers, but he meets Meech, Meech finds his connect, and like you said, he blows by him, so he starts, you know what I'm saying, buying off Meech. Maybe they was getting work from different places at once, maybe he started buying off Meech, and that's when jealousy occurs.
Man, listen. I don't know if he was jealous in the beginning because they go back so far, and the money was so plentiful back then.
Right.
But
I don't think he was in the beginning.
No, I ain't gonna say he was jealous of Meech. But there's some people that got the money and the love. You know what I'm saying? Both of us can have the money, but if I got the love, you will probably hate on me. Like if you got the money and I ain't got as much money as you, but I got all the love, I'll be the one that's getting hated on. You know, because everybody just love me, everybody just fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like Meech was been getting a hate on from the beginning though?
No,
like
I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that. I ain't gonna paint that picture. I ain't gonna paint that picture on Cuff. I'm gonna give him a fair trial. I'm gonna give Cuff a fair trial because he is coming back to the internet and he is speaking his portion and willing to straighten shit out. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that.
Big Meech, let me tell you something. Big Meech is a charismatic person. He know how to deal with people. You know,
Yeah.
Although I be saying, you know, he's stupid about some of the things he did happen with this stuff with Tammy, but you look at him, he has a gift. You know, anybody can't take and open up shop in multiple states like that. Can't move. You know, I don't care even who you meet to do it for him. You have to have some type of, you know, charisma or people skills. I mean, superb people skills to be able to operate with these dudes, you know, from different areas. And they stay solid with you.
And no murders.
You know, nigga gifted now.
No murders, no violence.
Yeah,
no, none of that.
He need to realize that himself and say, fuck all this shit. He got a gift of dealing with people, man. People attract to him, like the way he socialized. You know, he probably can
Cuffy. I feel like Cuffy sounds like one of them niggas that automatically hating, that just start hating from like you are. I'm not saying he's a hater, but he does sound like someone that, you know how you get too big, you move out the hood. Oh, this nigga's a bitch. He don't live in the hood no more. Whoa, nigga, the fuck? Can you move out the hood? Oh, I'm too big for my state. Oh, I'm too big for my state. If I stay in my state, I get locked up, so I have to leave. So, because I gotta leave, I'm a bitch, because I gotta leave my state. Oh, damn, but niggas is after me. Niggas is after you anyway. You getting too big. Niggas don't like you. Jealousy occurs. They see you here, they see you there, they see you there, they gonna try to kill you. So you try to leave your state. The best thing to leave your state. That's the best move to make. So since he said that, I feel like that's a little like stabbing or like punching them like a little bit, because that's what anybody would say. That's just trying to paint a perspective of some ignorant ass nigga, because ignorant ass niggas gonna move on that. Oh yeah, he left his state. That's what it is. I bet. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what it really is, You know what I'm saying? It can't be. If you and he's coming to you and you up and he's up, so y'all both up. We gotta just paint the picture right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be up.
I think the envy came when Meech was passing Cuffy up. I strongly believe that.
Facts. And you can hear it in his voice.
I'm gonna use you until I get to where I gotta go, and then I'm gonna cut you off. Yeah, he tells a compelling story. This is crazy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. He met this man since '93. He been riding with him, getting money.
And that's another thing. When you meet people, motherfuckers think that you're supposed to stay with them. Nigga, how are they? The same way I met you, I'm going to meet more people. So this is just a team. Maybe Meech was on a road just moving. He's like, yo, I met you, but my plan is to meet more people and meet more other people from state to state. My plan wasn't to just stay here. And you think that we besties, that we make all this money, but I gotta go. I gotta go meet more people, and some people get attached. You know what I'm saying? Some people get attached. So we can't say that either. Like he's using people, cutting people off. If he's giving you what you need, and just moving along. All right?
Money with him, teaching him the way how to get to this bag. bag, only to be set up. You heard? Which I think comes with the game. A lot of us don't. It comes with the game. It comes with the surrounding. It comes with what's going on in the world today. This ain't nothing new. He ain't the first one to be set up, and he won't be the last. Pay attention.
You know, we gonna cut all this short off.
Okay.
They've been playing all them games for the longest. Niggas hiding and ducking. The agent testified that Demetrius Fleming was aware of the deal, and that Demetrius had one request, and that his name does not appear in any documents. This was Special Agent Keith Cromer's testimony. CS1 testified, Tammy Collins, that Demetrius Fleming was aware. She signed their government informants.
Pause it right here.
Go ahead.
You're right.
Yeah.
Because this nigga keeps screaming on that, right? He keeps saying, his only request is that my name stay out of all of that. You gotta put that statement in the proper context. If I don't know what's going on, and I'm cool with you, and you come tell me some fucked up shit, and I tell you, hey, keep me out of all that shit. I don't want nothing to do with none of that shit. Now, he making it seem like, he was 100% involved, and he said, "Listen, I'm gonna show y'all all this to keep my name out of it," type shit, like on some whole ass nigga shit, like, you know, he's painting that picture.
Their whole argument is too much ambiguity, man. Too much. Ambiguity. They trying to
anybody will say keep my name out of it.
Right. Like, keep my name out that shit. But this is my thing. Tammy bust them dudes, and she came back and fucked that case up for the federal government so they could beat that case.
Yeah.
Do your research. Why did she do that after she talked to Meech?
Meech told her to do it.
What I'm saying is, you know, what did she get? Listen, I got knocked, right? I got knocked 2006, right? You know, the broad told on me. The broad that was moving to work was told on me, right? She worked for the state all the way until I pled guilty. You understand me? In 2008, took my time and sentenced. Well, never her go meet with my lawyer, nothing like that there. She with the state, she police, she pro-police, and that was that. I'm going to jail. You understand me? Or something. What? And that's what they're not looking at. Why would Tammy go and meet with his lawyers, with Cuffy lawyers? Because Meech told her to make that shit right. She gave them what they needed to get that fucking case throughout.
Yeah.
Why? Because Meech ain't know. So Meech told her, look, bitch, make this shit right. That's my motherfucking partner. Make this shit right, oh. You understand me? That's what happened. But I gotta go though. Holler at me, because I really want to speak on that 50 Cent part 2, but I gotta go, man. You hear me?
Yeah, for sure.
We can get together tomorrow. Hit me up. All right,
yeah,
man.
for sure. I got you, bro.
Yeah, all right.
Got you for sure, bro. You heard? Well, he was saying he was making sense though, Miraculous, nah?
Yeah, no, and that's the point everybody is playing on, that he said keep my name out of it. Of course, listen, if you innocent or guilty, right?
Yeah.
Innocent or guilty, you're gonna say keep your name out of it, right?
Yeah.
So why they playing on that point right there? If I had something to do with it, I still don't want my name in it. If I didn't have nothing to do with it, I definitely don't want my name in it. So why would I?
If you had something to do with it, would you tell the people to fuck it up?
No. Listen, what did Tammy have to gain by fucking it all up?
Meech told her to.
No, this another thing now.
You better fix that shit.
This another thing now. I'm not exactly sure how that went down. I swear I was listening to Cuffy one time, and I think he said that they hired a private investigator to find that info out about Tammy and Keith Cromer
Facts.
and their dealings. But also check this out real quick. When you that big in the game, you look at American gangsters like Frank Lucas and all of them boys, they all had paid dirty cops, dirty DEA agents, dirty FBI agents. They all had them people on their team, bro. Feel
Yeah.
me?
You need those people to get the shit in.
To get stuff in, to find out what they talking about, to find out if you being investigated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, that's the reason why Meech could be talking to a DEA or informant or huh?
But when they doing that, maybe they not, when they doing that, they're not giving information. I don't know. They trying to say that this lady been or she already been a CI because she got the Terry White dude knocked off.
And she could have went bad on them. She could have been telling, but not necessarily on y'all. She could have been telling on these niggas and giving y'all the info on these niggas right here. But she could have switched up. We don't know. We don't really know what happened with her, and we don't really know.
But the way that Cuffy sounding, Cuffy is sounding a little bitter. He sounding a little bitter.
He definitely bitter because he just blaming him. He just blaming this man for everything. It ain't really like that. Like you have multiple opportunities to not go down, bro.
Facts. All right. Like that.
She had the courtroom clear it out. If you go on Pacer, pull my docket sheet, you'll see what CS1 requested that the courtroom be closed. We sent Big Meech certified mail. Big Meech set me up, and Tammy set me up with the sting in 2013. That's the last time I've heard from them. We sent them correspondence through the attorneys, asking him, is he aware that his name is in court sworn documents and sending me a truckload of cocaine? He never responded. We know he got the mail because we sent everything certified. I have not heard from this nigga of 32 years since they set me up in 2013.
What? This is nasty work. But I want y'all to keep in mind, this is how the streets work. Yeah. Peter take Paul. Yeah, somebody got to pay for it. I'm not trying to do 25. Somebody got to take these charges. I got to hand it off to somebody. I'm starting to feel like we were tricked. Yes, we were tricked. Us coming up in that age range where BMF was taking over the internet and they were doing certain things, we was tricked. All the DVDs we bought with Big Meech on his spread love and showing. That's not what it was, y'all. Because at any given moment, he can fold. I got one question.
How was he that? And I want to know, how's he saying that he wasn't, like, he was tricked and y'all was tricked and Big Meech actually took care of a lot of people. He spread the love to a lot of people. So a lot of people actually understand that this man's over here showing love, handing people out, you know what I'm saying? Giving handouts, putting niggas on giving niggas extra. Everybody gets extra, like he said. You heard Big Meech, everybody get extra. Anybody who's fuck with him, even the fucking, he said from the maid to the garage to the pool boy, everybody gets extra around here, and he's giving out extras to everybody. You don't think he's giving Cuffy extras? So if they saying that Big Meech is ungrateful, will you think that maybe Cuffy's ungrateful of Big Meech's relationship with him, because you gotta be grateful with some relationships. You gotta be grateful with some things in life.
That's straight hate. That's straight hate to call a man that gave that much ungrateful.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's just hate.
You cannot. By the way you talk, by the way people talk, you can understand what people's lingo is, and you can understand, like, damn, what the fuck are you saying? That don't even make sense. What you saying, it don't coexist with what's happening, GG. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody can bring up a lot of dirt on you. You know what I'm saying?
If he was so ungrateful, he could just threw everybody under the bus for the jump and never went to jail. He could have just. You remember on the interview, Sosa said that the plug already said they would have took Big Meech and hid him in Mexico or wherever, and nobody ever would have found him, and he was good. If he was so ungrateful, he could have just rolled off. You know what I'm saying? And just let them boy deal with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
come on, bro. You can't just call this man ungrateful. And then 50, to say he ungrateful. I mean, Meech trying to do business with everybody. He trying to get money with everybody, bro. He ain't just trying to get money with just 50. Cause look how quick 50 switched up on him, bro. If we had some kind of real loyalty, bro, we could have handled this behind the scenes. You could have pulled me to the side. Hey, listen, man. I'm rocking with you, blah blah blah. Listen, man, I don't really feel comfortable with you rocking with my ops and me type shit. This nigga ran straight to the internet like a girl. You know what I'm saying? That's some whole shit. Like, if me and you got a relationship, bro, call me before you run
yeah,
to the internet, bro. That's
because you
some
don't know
whole
where
ass
this
shit.
relationship is at. You don't know where this relationship. You don't know where this relationship leads to, the data. So maybe you don't know what Ross and Meech got. Maybe Ross is like, maybe this is what it is. Ross is like, Meech is probably like, yo, I'm a little boy Ross, the data. You know what I'm saying? Have Ross pay. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna say little boy, but you know what I'm saying? Let him pay. Let him give his shit out, the data. But 50 Cent don't understand that shit. You can't tell niggas. It's like telling Suge Knight not to go fuck with this nigga because this nigga, Suge Knight shaking this nigga down or whatever the case he's doing, the data. Don't fuck with that nigga. Suge Knight's gonna look at you like, what, the data? What you saying, the data? Like, you don't get invited to parties. You just go to parties, the data. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go to them, the data.
Yeah,
When you're a boss,
yeah.
you ain't getting invited. You don't get invited to the parties. You just gotta go to them, the data. That's just what
But
it
I'm
is.
I'm pretty sure it's some money stuff behind the scene, dog. Big Me's probably wanted it advance. Big Me's trying to get his life rights back. All that, bro. So it's more than just a picture with Rick Ross, bro. Like, we gonna savage the whole BMF shit for an Instagram post that didn't even hurt nobody. Come on, bro.
But in facts. But the data, you gotta think about it.
That,
Is it
and
really?
people talking about loyalty, bro. Loyalty. They misrepresent loyalty, but loyalty comes down to when this shit hit the fan. Is you gonna be loyal or is you gonna fold? Like, ain't like Big Meats folded on 50 Cent or nothing like that. Like, to say the niggas are ungrateful, unloyal. How you mean, bro? I'm just trying to get the bag, bro. I'm trying to get the bag, so I ain't gotta keep asking you for the fucking bag, nigga. I came home for doing 20 years. I'm trying to get every bag I can. Every nigga that got love for me, I'm trying to get a bag. Like, yo, throw me 500, throw me 100, throw me 1,000, 10,000, whatever. Throw a nigga something. Let's throw this part. Let's get it. I'm back.
That's a
Come
fact.
on,
That's a
bro.
fact. So
And he knew
50,
that.
50 Cent, 50, but they trying to say it's a money thing. It's about money, bro. That's, you gotta understand that it's about money. They saying that this is what they saying, that 50 Cent ain't a friend. That he ain't a friend because a friend would have came to Dada and hooked him up. The Dada, they would have hooked him up. They know that he can't get money from his own series because if you in the friends, you can't get money of your own series, the Dada. So Little Meech is the only thing. He only got the life rights thing. So he's saying that, yo, if you a real friend of Dada, you would hit him up if you know he's hurting. So since you didn't hit him off, he gotta go over there and fuck with Rick Ross. You made it no choice for him to go over there and fuck with Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying?
Of
But
course,
right,
bro.
but
Bro,
50,
but still, Ross got the song with my name in it, dog. You know, when Rick Ross performed that Blow Up Money Fast at that concert, that shit was going to go stupid, bro.
so why did Southwest T? Why did Southwest T take a picture with Supreme Son as soon as he got out though? Like you could take a picture with anybody, but you're taking a
Oh,
picture with Supreme Son.
man. I don't know. I don't know. I know Preem Son be trolling 50. But at the same time, bro, even Preem Son got a point. Like, bro, 50, you ain't like God, nigga. Like, bro, niggas get money. Like just look at this. The whole Gucci Man Jeezy situation, bro. Them niggas was beefing, and people still was fucking with both of them. You feel me?
Yeah.
Same thing. And nobody, I don't even know why Rick Ross and 50 Cent beefing anyways. Like, for real, for real. Like, I don't know why they beefing. Y'all done seen each other a million times. Y'all ain't fought. Y'all ain't did nothing. Man, fuck y'all beef, man. I'm trying to get this bag, dog.
Nah, but look at he's not God. But if you know for sure that he stopped fucking with his own son, the daughter, will you take the picture with that same nigga that he stopped fucking with his son for? The daughter, that's his fresh and blood. The daughter, that's his kid. The daughter, that's
So
King
check this
Can.
out. Check this out. What if Big Meech took a picture with 50 Cent? Then what?
What do you mean?
How, how you think 50 would have act if Big Meech took a picture with his son?
With his own son?
No, with 50 Cent's son.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. He
Oh
probably would
yeah,
act.
he
Probably
probably
act
would
the
act the
same.
same way, bro. This nigga burned his baby mama. No, this nigga burned his baby mama's house down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Dog,
yeah.
this nigga, you know, the nigga's a bitch, man.
Damn, GG. Like that? It's like that? That's how you feel it?
That that's how I'm feeling, bro. Because I ain't trying to stop the next man money. You
Yeah.
trying to stop everything this man doing? Like, come on, bro. And you trolling the son. You trolling a 24-year-old kid, bro. Like, and then you going and fucking with the other little dude that Low Meech was talking about, Skilla Baby or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
You know?
What's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
a baby?
like G Breeze said, like, bro, you really think this nigga give a fuck if 50 was beefing with Ross or like deep into that shit? Like I was like, we sitting home on the internet looking at these shit all day. Meech ain't, dog, we barely heard much from Meech while he was locked up, bro.
He ain't looking at the same shit we looking at. I tell you that much,
Nah,
Dada.
this
You think
man
he
happy
looking
to
at all
be
this
home.
fucking all the gossip and all the bullshit, Dada?
This
But
man
look at
happy to be home, and he trying to get a bag, bro. That's
but
it.
but but we can't skip over that. Why did Southwest T take the picture with Preem's son? Not that he thinks he's God. It's just like he's weird.
Because
So
they've been saying that 50 wouldn't like breaking off the bread the right way. Like them boys kind of had a problem with that bread distribution and shit with that whole show shit, man.
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So you're right though. So they was mad about the money cut, and they feel like 50 Cent they didn't look out the Dada. So do you think they got the right to feel that way, the Dada? They like, yo, that's not a friend. You're not a friend. You
I mean,
used them.
they to a degree, yeah. But understand this. 50's a New York nigga, man. No shots at New York, but bro, New York niggas kind of different though.
Now, niggas saying that niggas forget that Big Meech is a
But
real street nigga.
but
He don't pay attention to that shit.
that's that's like internet gangster. Well, I ain't gonna say 50 corporate now, man. 50 is, you know. I just saying, dog. New York niggas is different, dog. That's hustle city. A nigga will hustle your ass straight out of everything you got. If you ain't on your P's and Q's, nigga, you gotta put your wallet in your sock when you go to New York, bro. Nigga pickpocket you and come on, bro. This New York, bro. New York niggas is.
So you feel
Come
like
on.
50 Cent was trying to little boy, little Meech, the Dada.
It's obvious he trying to lowboy him. Look at how he act. Look at his moves. Look at how he doing. You ain't trying to get a man zero respect. Like, come on, bro. And then
Yeah.
you teaming up. You teaming up with informant. The goddamn. That means you will go the extra mile to sabotage and troll, bro. You team up with the whole informant. I don't
Damn.
know, but I think 50. I think 50 got to deal with the feds, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn, done. You feeling that way?
I'm riding with Meech, dog. I don't care. I'm biased as a bitch. Fuck 50. I'm riding with Meech,
Bias?
nigga. I'm riding with Meech.
I feel
I'm
it.
riding with Meech. I like to ride with the underdog.
Bet that. All right. So Cuffy. So we were talking about Cuffy. So what you feel about Cuffy and the Meech situation?
Cuffy, mad he got fucked up. So now he trying to say, man, you introduced me to this broad. But yeah, you fucked the broad. You did all this with the broad. You riding in the Bentley with the broad. You pillow talking with the broad. Probably raw dogging the broad. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if
Yeah.
that was the first deal y'all did. We don't know what the hell y'all was talking about when it was just y'all two together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You probably pillow talk